Hi, I'm Sam Monaghan, MHA's CEO. Having dementia or supporting a family member or friend living with dementia can be one of the biggest challenges many of us will face. Watching the person you love change in front of your eyes because of their dementia can be truly devastating. But what makes a difference is the people and the community who support you. They can help throw off the shackles of the stigma associated with dementia. They can give you strength, support, and a sense of meaning amongst all of the chaos. I believe that's what all of my colleagues and volunteers at MHA strive to do, to act as a supportive friend for older people and their families. Through our community groups, specialist retirement living schemes and care homes, we've supported thousands of people from early in their dementia journey to their final moments. We know that the number of people living with dementia is growing, along with their need for support, whilst the services and support available to people seems to be shrinking. We also recognise that many people were disappointed by the current government's failure to deliver a specific national dementia strategy as promised. It's why MHA was so determined to launch our own dementia strategy, to share how, as an organisation, we're here for older people with dementia and their families to turn to. I'm therefore really pleased to have the opportunity to share with you the following video, which looks at our new dementia strategy and why it's so important. Thank you.
Person-centred care is still a term that is used across care, and so you would imagine that it would be a reality, live and kicking, present for us to see across all services for people living with dementia. But this isn't the case. Achieving person-centred care is not easy. This is because there are lots of pieces that need to go up together to make up the person-centred picture. There are so many ideas out there about what good dementia care looks like, it can be very confusing. This is why we have this, our new dementia strategy. It provides us with a map of where we want to go and achieve this consistency.
Having a dementia strategy gives us a framework for us to talk to the staff so they can understand that we're not just talking about person-centred care, we're talking about relationship-centred care, how we support our residents ourselves, but also include the community and their families, of course, and all the other aspects of their life that we can use to support their care. Yeah, our staff need to know that MHA as a company supports the way we look after our residents living with dementia. It will give us a shared language that we can use amongst the teams, amongst the whole of MHA, but also with families, just so that our staff can explain what we're about, what MHA means when we talk about a strategy.
Hello, I'm Deb. My mum is in Angelita Court. She has dementia. We noticed it for a fair amount of time and were able to manage with caring for her at home, but Dad died, and a year or so later we moved her to Angelita Court, MHA. If we can, knowing that about her and talking to the staff about her, what she likes, the kind of things she enjoys, it helps us feel connected to Mum and Mum to her community, and it's a sort of a nice circle of keeping things going as much as we can. It really gives family members an outline of things that are going on in the background that you can't really see when you're visiting, and it gives you a lot of confidence that MHA are developing in the right direction. They really do know a lot about dementia and care about how things are carried out. So it gives a nice long-term view, and you sort of hope as a family member that carries on, and then you can, within that, you can sort of be active and still participate in your relative's life, because that's the most important thing. They all come from working with families, like families getting to know the staff getting to know the relative. Again, it's that circle of care, relationship centred care, which really makes a difference to the outcome for the person with dementia. On the front page it says connection, collaboration, community, because that just underpins everything. Connections on so many different levels, staff connecting with their residents, the people they're caring for, staff connecting with family connecting with their relatives. Collaboration is everyone working together. It's got to be. Families really still want to be involved as much as possible. They really do. It is really hard to sort of see your relative in a different situation and deal with the conversations and the inevitable journey through dementia that everyone goes along. And community is really giving people a sense of belonging still, and you can definitely lose that when you have dementia.